what the contract says is one thing, because it was tailored for us. Our contract's not that long, but it references a lot of other things, so we're able to pull it off the Rec Grants website. And I brought some, and Michael brought some, and we went over it. We're liable for 20%, obviously. Our total grant was actually $500,000. We ended up with $392,000 and then plus our 90-something thousand that we're on the hook for. They want you to spend all of the money. Okay, if you finish your project and you have money, you come in under budget and you have money left over, they want you to keep going. They want you to move on to something else. They want to spend all of that money. You only got so long to do it. So therein lies the problem. For us to be able to spend $100,000 of our own money in 3 years, it's gonna be maybe kind of tough. Now, that being said, what was the labor rate? $21.30?
$21.35 per hour.
$21.35 per hour is what the state of Texas will pay credit-wise for volunteer work. It has to be approved, it has to be documented. It has to be, I think it has to be supervised.
Yeah, it has to be related to a specific
It has to be
project.
related to a project, yeah.
Everything has to be documented, photos taken,
Yeah,
hours
photos,
logged.
All this stuff has to be approved before we can even do any of
Yeah.
that too.
yeah, if it's a project. Now, that's a couple things I wanna find out. And, I know Ross is gonna call Barnum, I don't know if you ever did.
Not yet.
But, when you go in and look at some of the stuff where it says, they want a aerial photograph, drone, color digital photos, before, with a proposed layout, and all this kind of stuff, and a timeline. I mean, they want it well documented. They want progress reports during this for updates, to see that the money is actually put to use. So, that being said, our grant request was, a lot of it was for maintaining. And, you know, and it's when in the email I sent to Trey was, you know, that this is an ongoing process for us. This is not, we're gonna go out and build a walk-through park, you know, that, you go out every 6 months and kind of trim the trees back a little bit. You know, this is something that is ongoing, and it'll be on a weekly basis to keep these things going. And that's why I want to get into some clarification on it, on what all they will accept, because it would be pretty easy for us to have a work day out there and all you guys show up out there for $21.35 an hour to go through the property and have a clean day, you know, or whatever, if they'll cover that. So there's still a lot of questions.
What would be different, which would come upon the auspices of they would have to have pictures or progress would be like a bathroom, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to be ADA compliant, so you have to have a ramp and all of that stuff. You know, but that's different than just the regular maintenance of the track.
Well, and speaking of bathroom,
Or sewer line repair installation.
well, I put in the grant request for, I think it's $50,000, $50,000 or $55,000 for bathroom. Andrew came up with an idea I like. It's it would be economical for probably $6,000. We could buy two containers, ocean container, like our container, and stack them, and make the bottom one a men's and women's restroom, maybe with a in the middle, in the back or something, a storage room, plumb them in. The one sitting on top of it could be the new deck for the flat track. Windows on the side. I'm sure we can get Munn Racing to paint their name on it, paint the whole thing, you know? Cause he's always wanting to put Munn Racing on the side of the water truck. I told him the tank wouldn't hold it. So, but, you know, it would obviously be a lot of labor for us to do that, which probably is what we need,
Alright, this is right there.
so.
Others, you can also get the pre-plumbed bathrooms that are on skids, like a little building. You know, and it's basically you set it up, you know, you have to make sure you have the proper drainage.
Exactly.
And, do we have sewer? We do have sewer line problems on the whole line, right?
Have what?
Sewer line problems.
Sewer line what?
Problems.
Oh, problems, yeah, all sewer lines.
That'll run.
Pipes breaking, all this stuff. You know.
In regards to the grant, another big issue I had was that you had to maintain this place for 20 years?
20 years.
After the term of your program, you had to maintain the place at that same level for 20 years.
You just have to own it, which is gonna be no different, it's not going anywhere, we
Yeah.
ain't selling
And then one other thing is you'd be open to the public at that point, so it'd be like going to ride at the trails at any lake or, you know, park or something like that, national park.
Well, that's, now that was a concern we had when Steve came down, when we were doing all this. Because our concern, when they said it's available to the public, does not necessarily mean we unlock the gate and leave it open. What it means is that it's available if they pay a usage fee. There's,
Yeah, but
So
any day you're
basically,
open,
our
you'd be open
ride-
to the public.
Our day rides that we do is considered public,
yeah,
it.
and we charge for those day rides. Therefore, I mean, you know, we're allowing the public to come in.
exactly,
at
we're
any
not,
point
we're
in
not
time.
discriminating, but there is a fee, and there's fees at a lot of these places. Now, one thing that he did bring up, and I don't know if you remember all of it, Ross, you step in if you do, but, the green stickers, I know he said something about
Yeah, that's.
technically, for people to utilize our facility, they have to have a sticker,
Yeah.
but he said, keep the gate locked.
Let me ask you this, if you did do the green sticker thing, would you open it up to any type of off-road vehicle? Or would it just be strictly
No,
motorcycle?
it's we're a motorcycle park. So, anyway, there's,
They could come, he said,
Yeah.
and if you didn't have them, they could issue everybody a citation, everybody a fine.
yeah, everybody who didn't have one.
Have a green sticker, would that be for members or just for?
It's
day
an
riders?
off-road sticker.
Same thing you gotta have when you go to San Diego.
Yeah.
It's like $5 for a year.
Yeah, it's $17, I think, or 15.
Probably went up.
I think he said we could order them in a pack and charge, you can only make, I think he said $2 a sticker off of it. We could sell them, but you gotta have this to ride. I mean, here's the thing. When I was a little bit younger, a lot younger, I did all these AMA races and stuff. When I went to Whitney, I had to be an AMA member to race. It was an AMA sanctioned event. I had to buy a membership. What was it, $45 or whatever it was?
Back then it was.
It's 50 now.
Yeah, you have to join. This will be a lot less expensive, but that's something to think about. That damn is fast.
Full house.
So.
That's all we're supposed to do.
Anyhow, any questions on any of this stuff? Any comments?
Well, I have one question on the green sticker thing.
Okay.
The bikes have to actually be able to be green stickered?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because nothing we have is gonna be able.
No, it doesn't have to, you just gotta have it. It don't, you
It's
just
like
gotta.
it's a permit.
So you just pay a fee regardless of what bike you
Right.
got.
Yeah,
Alright.
Is it,
but it's supposed to be displayed on the bike.
so would we have to buy one per bike
Yeah.
that we have?
Yeah, every vehicle on the bike. So you need to sell some of those bikes. Well, look at Ross, he's got what, 14?
Can we ask for some further details on that?
Yeah.
Particularly the sticker and what all involved.
Yeah.
Discount if we buy so many?
Yeah, they're not expensive, but it'd be expensive for us to go out and buy 150 of them, you know. But, I mean, you could require that they had to go out to Texas Parks and Wildlife and buy it. Or we can sell it.
Or you can build it in the,
We can build it into the membership. However, how many bikes do you have?
8.
Yeah. So you need one for each bike, it's a law.
Do we have to do that for the flat trackers? For the flat track races too?
Yeah, now here's the thing too. Chances are, the person that's gonna catch us is gonna be the game warden. How often has the game warden been out there?
Can we just like green Sharpie it?
Huh? Yeah.
Don't think they can.
Yeah, I know.
They don't have a lot to do.
once you sign that stuff, he's gonna be out there.
Oh, I agree, I think so too.
It's one
Yeah,
of the-
game warden don't play.
Yeah.
So I guess, Jeff, the basic question is this something we wanna do and go forward with?
Yeah, because,
We get
this,
80% of whatever we spend essentially.
yeah,
And we don't have to spend all of it.
yeah, we do.
Well, we need to try, but we don't have to.
Lee said that if you don't spend it, you won't get it again.
They can cancel the project too if they see that you're not gonna be successful in the middle of it.
Yeah, and I tell you what else they can do, they can cancel and request a refund.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot more cons.
No.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I agree with that. Or at least it sounds like.
I kinda wish that we had a grant for $100,000 instead of $500,000.
Again, I
We can
think
reapply.
all the answers at Barnwell.
Yeah,
We just need
We
to.
can reapply next year too.
yeah. Well, Rio Bravo had, they were working off the grant. And he's got a big pavilion, a swimming pool, and all sorts of stuff on his facility.
But he got everything too before with Buy America.
Yeah,
Buy America too.
so,
So,
And
We
also
have
he
to
was on the board.
yeah, and
Now his daughter's on the board.
yeah, and it may be something that we could go out there and build a big pavilion and, you know, fancy.
I'll call Barnwell Thursday.
Okay, you do it?
I'll call him Thursday.
Yeah, Ross gonna call last Thursday.
Well, I'm not wrong.
I didn't read it that way. I read it.
We can get all, they've been on this program for years,
Yeah.
years and years. They'll have all the answers about the ORV stickers.
And
I've been to Barnwell,
we
no,
lose whatever.
never had to have a sticker. Right up there.
When you don't,
I think if you're running in a
And
vehicle,
it may be non.
everybody's not gonna have to have a sticker.
the guy said most people don't.
But it's not like we
But-
have to fully spend 100,000 of our money to get the 200,000. We can use it for whatever we can use it for. And
I'll call
then
Thursday.
we cancel.
Yeah, he's gonna be, that's gonna, what we need to do.
Or 80.
Well, it's something we need to get on.
Actually,
So I don't know what kind of time frame or deadline we're on. We purposely
and then after that.
held off past the
it goes
15th,
away. We don't have
so we wouldn't have to file that quarterly report.
Yeah, so if you could email him, find out about permanent structures, running sewage, electrical, water lines,
Yeah,
doing basically doing site upgrades,
And equipment repair.
site maintenance and equipment repairs.
yeah, I'd like to, I'm gonna call him, I think, because, you know, I think what he did was he glanced down at my email and didn't read the second paragraph. You know, so, and it was a short email, so, so I'm sure he's inundated, but I don't know how stringent they are, or, you know, this is what it is, this is what, But the thing of it is, like I told him in the email, look, these are what we requested, this is what we got approved for, and then you send us these rules that, I mean, they don't work.
The main thing we gotta look at, can we afford to do it? Barnwell, they got money. Real Bravo, as well. They have lots of money. We got $26,000.
But
How many hours can we get? We can't get people to come up there. How many,
it would have to get done, it would have to be a time frame, and I think they do want time frames for projects. So,
You're
Yeah.
people come up there.
For real.
Something we've been doing for years.
Yeah.
We can't get nobody to do it. Look at the whole club out there.
that's true.
Because we have, I don't know where we're going. Our money just trickles in. So, we've been making $30,000.
Oh, shit.
$30,000 a year since 14. And then this year, so, it just, our expenses is that. So, our net income right now is, it's $1,000 a year. Our net income. It's been that way since 14. So, to me, you can't use it. You know, you're just putting yourself in a position to have to do all this stuff, basically.
But you know what, if you do it, but if it's possible to do it and you get it done, the more attractive the facility is to outsiders, sparks of interest. If it doesn't, when it's paid for, just maintain it for the next 20 years, which we're gonna do anyway. You got a nicer place.
As long as we can get. Members.
No, but you can come out there, we had a,
Way outside the meeting, we're all, everybody's inside discussion. We just need, but I'm gonna wait to see some of it.
Alright guys, let's move along, I guess. We'll find out some more stuff on the grant, so we can move forward. Any other old business? That's new business. Play day.
December 7th and 8th this year.
2 days.
We just kind of decided, I mean, I know it's been done in the past, but, you know, would like to make it a 2-day fun event. Saturday night, just kind of kicking off, kind of a, I say like a member party or whatever. It's open to anybody. We can still accept donations also on Saturday as well. As well as Sunday is also, entry is with a toy donation or last year we set I think it was like $10 monetary donation, to play the moto games and, you know, that gets you a lunch, etc. That's all on Sunday. This year on Saturday, we actually have a band coming out. I've been working with Jeff. It's actually the band that he plays in, Rewind Party Band. They're gonna be coming out Saturday night. Jeff, I kinda need to get a time frame from you, what hours the guys would like to come out, or you guys would like to come out.
I think because provided that the weather is cooperative, we'll have a huge PA, so volume will carry. It'll be a bigger PA than I had out there last time. So probably running 3 stacks per side, big ones. So it'll be 6 double 18s, 6 double 12 tops.
So you think,
So I would say the earlier we start, the better. You know, I probably wouldn't start before 7.
yeah,
6:30 or 7. But, you know, Plato, probably, I think, of course, I'm in Blow and going out there before, I always brought a pretty big PA, but, I think the latest we've ever played out there was when Jason got up and tried to sing. And that was probably what, 10:45, 11 o'clock?
That's what he
Yeah.
should.
Yeah.
Is that when you had your courage level?
That liquid courage, yeah, that's what we like to call it.
That was the funniest thing. I gotta say, Jason gets up, we're gonna play Sweet Home Alabama. Jason jumps up there.
Stage fright.
Got the words, how's it go?
So you say, you think 6 to 11?
Yeah, we can wing it. We play.
Jason.
Oh.
Print out
Well,
the words
I'm
for
just
you.
kinda like, I'm trying to get a time frame, you know what I mean, just a general, you know, if people wanna.
Yeah,
camp
yeah,
overnight
just open
or-
the, you know, the big, bring them in. I'd say,
7 to 11.
yeah, I'd say show up at 6, you know, and then
Band starts at 7.
band will start 7:30, something like that. We typically play 2 sets, and they're about an hour and a half long. So, we try not to play past 3 hours.
Yeah.
And if you've never heard the band I play in, it's a big variety of music, so.
You gonna
It's
dress up,
fun.
Jeff?
Huh?
Y'all gonna dress up?
You know, we quit doing that, about a year ago.
Oh, really?
But, yeah, we was looking.
You got to bring the wig back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if it's cold, I'll put that wig on. I used to sweat my butt off with that wig on.
I know we were talking about maybe doing just like hot dogs or something easy Saturday night, you know, just to kinda, you know.
Well, I've asked the band, they want Papa Do's.
Maybe they can provide their
All over again.
I'd like to
Sotero
do-
just says he wants a Bud Light.
Y'all, most of y'all have seen the burn pile kinda out by the third turn of Flat Track, behind the third turn, and it right back.
That's
behind
about 10, 12 foot tall, 30 foot across.
that. Yeah.
This is big.
We're gonna set that on fire that night, basically the bonfire, let it happen. Jeff and them are gonna play, and there's also, I have out there a metal fire ring. It's not a real big one that I've donated to the club to use. Everybody kinda just tosses it around and uses it whenever. That we can set that, and like, we can set up a hot chocolate like s'more station for the littler kids. The littler ones usually like, you know, things like that, an activity or some sort. I kinda have an idea in mind. I know a lot of little kids usually attend. I kinda have a craft idea, for the little kids to do that evening if they want, while the parents kinda mingle and enjoy, you know. Just some ideas I'm kinda throwing around, see what everybody's thoughts are on it.
Holler at me and I'll see if I can.
Has anybody ever been out there when one of my bands played? Yeah. It's a.
Wonderful.
It's always been a lot of fun. I've been out there with, my country band a couple times, 3 times. Been out there with my rock band. Oh yeah. We've had some really big crowds out. This is fun. Of
I'd
course,
like
the
to see
weather
that
was-
kid again.
Huh?
I'd like to see that kid on the drums again.
Oh yeah.
Normally.
Well, Sotero's Boyle, I think is gonna start playing with us again.
Oh,
He
cool.
just turned 17. The kid's phenomenal.
He was little back then.
Oh yeah.
Little.
Yeah.
Food wise, on Sunday, we normally do like, you know, Kelly's barbecue or something like that, you know. Unfortunately, Sam's doing so little bit of stuff anymore.
Well, Kelly's.
But we have a member who does, on occasion, Christy and Eric know a little bit more, so I'll kind of turn over to them. But he does do, like, he's done big events in the past, and he is willing to donate briskets himself, as well as, you know, us as a club can even buy 1 or 2.
Well, he hasn't asked for money, or he's just donating, and then he's gonna cook it and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
All we have to do is have
He said he's gonna do 2
fixings.
briskets.
He said he would start with 2 briskets. If we need more, he'll go get more.
Okay. That'd be sweet.
And we were talking about maybe, I know normally we do, we usually do chips and a drink and something with the plate. We usually have hot links and stuff too. Maybe this year do a little something different with sides like potato salad and baked beans. I mean, you know, there's several of us that are gonna donate, you know, our time and effort to make these sides and stuff like that. A couple of us have already talked about that. I just, you know, kinda something new, something different, but still keep it kind of on the same ropes as, you know, that it used to be. I mean, I just kinda want everybody.
It's just food, we're gonna eat it.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't matter how it's organized. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyhow, I'm looking forward to it. My band's looking forward to it.
I would like to ask, that at this point, that, every officer or e-board member that isn't current, everybody attend and let's do this event together. And, you know, because the more hands that we can have, because we do several different moto games, and you get one or two people, you know,
Yeah,
running around.
it's too much, it's too much for
It's a lot.
few.
So
short
it would be
few.
nice, to have volunteers, officers, either, everybody out to help.
You know, it'd also be nice to not have those same 2 or 3 people tied up all day long.
I would like to kind of have fun and
Yeah.
enjoy too. I know other people would as well. So, you know, if you would like to help and volunteer with this event, just come let me know. I know my daughter usually steps in and helps. She usually, we have a couple of older girls that help with the little kids and keep them occupied through the night. You know, so that's always fun for the parents. You know, even some of the older kids. The last Halloween event we had, after the little kids were taken care of, the big kids ended up having a blast. You know, I mean, so they kind of monitor and go, you know.
Well, hopefully the weather
so
will hold up, too.
Yeah, and the band will, I mean, if the weather does not permit, the band will cancel, because they won't, I mean, it's not fair to them to make them play in inclement weather.
Well, we can't.
And of course,
We can't set stuff
yeah,
up.
y'all can't set your stuff up. You know, of course, we can also reschedule if need be. If it's, you know, too bad, we can reschedule our play date. We usually pick a charity every year, and we usually ask the club as a whole to, you know, about a charity who has a recommendation. Last year we decided to do the family of a student of Ross's wife. The year before that we did Angel Tree. Does anybody have an idea of an organization? CMA, do y'all do anything for children that, you know, we can tie in hand in hand with you guys?
We have Mission Waco on December 1st, where we collect toys for Mission Waco.
Yes, yeah, our deal will be after that.
But y'all's gonna be after that.
Yeah, so weekend after.
We can check with,
I know there's several, there's like.
We need to
have
do
like-
Compassion
yeah, we
Ministries.
can check with Compassion Ministry again.
I mean, that's our day that we do it, but they will be accepting toys throughout the month of December down at the mission. So it's not just a one and done day deal.
Yeah, yeah.
And everybody's invited, though, and bring your friends, family.
That's right.
and their
It's
friends.
not just for members, it's for the public as well. You know, we've been very successful at donations and toys providing to the community, giving back to the community. It's been wonderful. Last year I actually got to go with Ross and Donna to deliver to this family. It was a child, it was one of Donna's students, and the look on this mother's face and the tears of joy that she cried, and it's really worth it. It's
We've done that before, where we've contacted a local school and asked, is there a family that the school may know that may be on hard times? Because you know, something usually happens around December
yeah.
to somebody. So if there is somebody that they have in mind, you might collect and then be able to donate so that the children can have something.
Is there anything we can do for Clay's family?
Yeah, you know, that's a good idea too. I don't know what he needs.
I think we could
He's-
take
he's
part
back-
of that, you know, and go, maybe help,
Maybe get her one big toy or something
you
like
know, get the girls, you know, something, you know, I mean,
We can certainly include her.
yeah, definitely.
Is Clay back at AWP?
No, he's with the place out of Dallas.
Because I saw, he put a post up the other day about somebody, about taking him back, or,
Apparently he's helped start another company.
oh, okay.
Oh, I have something, talking about Clay and them, Charlene Campbell, MX girl, she does graphics and stuff. She actually donated to us, 100 stickers that says, Keegan Strong, and it's got her favorite colors and then the color for childhood cancer. And they're about that big, they fit perfect on a bike.
Yeah.
And we're selling them for $5. And all the money is gonna go back to them, to Clay and them. So if y'all want one, holler at me. I'm gonna try and have them at the next race, up at the gate. But if anybody wants one, we can mail it to you, I can bring it to you, we'll get it to you somehow and we'll
I want
figure
you
it
to
out.
fly it to me.
Huh?
I want you to fly it to me.
Okay.
Airmail, huh?
So,
Hair mail.
but yeah, just message me on Facebook or holler somehow or some way, and then I'll get it to y'all. Figure it out.
How many you got?
How many do we
You
have?
can always get more, I guess,
I
right?
think we have 90, but, Charlene did them for free, but, I mean, I can talk to her about it. She was really,
She said if we need more, just let her know.
Yeah, please watch this.
so.
If anybody has any, connections with the media, also, we might be able to promote this on a bigger level too. But since it's a toy drive and it's, you know, we're a nonprofit organization. We do this every year. I know the big year we had, Ross and I were out delivering toys that Saturday, and we had 2 news crews following us.
You know, I got a friend that I went to school with. She, Autumn Outlaw.
Yeah.
She does that Moms Every Day. I can give a reach out to her and see.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool if we could get, because I mean, it's for public service announcement.
I can ask Lori, his mom, because she used to work at KWTX, and Channel 10 and all that. I can see if she still has anybody that she still talks to that is over there. Might wanna.
One of the TV stations will put it on their community calendar for free.
Yeah, KWTX will.
I'm at 25, but
I'll text Lori tomorrow.
Yeah, if
and
anybody's
ask
got
her.
any connections there, I think now's the time to use them. You know, for you know, Saturday and Sunday. So, and we might could even get, if it gets going big enough, we might could even get some corporate sponsorship. Somebody to get involved. I mean, you could,
Can pay
we
for
could
a sign.
potentially make it a really big deal.
At Barger's All Sports, they are already on, Tommy was gonna come tonight, but unfortunately he texted me and said he couldn't make it tonight. They always do, donations, they gather,
Yeah.
he gathers items from all of his vendors and stuff as our prizes for the moto games and stuff like that.
And Clay Power Sports has done the same in the past.
Yeah,
It's funny,
I'm actually gonna go, I think I'm gonna go see Caitlin and.
Yeah, I got it. Ryan called me today. I
Power
didn't
Sports?
get tickets.
Yeah.
Closing.
They are?
Yeah.
Are they?
Will become an Indian dealership.
Well, they're not moving the temple, they're just, the building is I couldn't believe it either. But Jim is retiring, so,
I'll be there.
he's not gonna renew any of his contracts anymore.
Wow.
Yep, crazy, right?
Yeah.
But Colleen, without Colleen Power Sports is what
Yeah.
can you ever
Maybe
think
he
of a
wanna
time there wasn't
donate
one?
something.
They got all their stuff over
So
there.
wow, yeah, that's what I said, wow. I said, no, there ain't no way.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
yeah,
You
yep,
might wanna talk to them, they may wanna donate if they have just the.
yeah, if they have stuff left
Yeah,
over.
I don't know if Caitlin's still there or not. I guess I could go.
Well, it's funny, cause
I'll
Ryan
just drive
told
out
me
there and
today.
just see if Caitlin's there.
And I haven't talked to him in 2 years probably.
Yeah. I tried to contact Caitlin last year, but she was just so busy last
Yeah.
year. But I mean, I know the year before they donated quite a bit too. I mean, they gave us quite a bit. There's definitely, if anybody, you know, if you own a business and you wanna donate anything, please feel free, you know, to do so. Like I said, it's all gonna go, everything donated goes for a good cause,
Yeah.
so, really don't have much
So play that, yeah, I think, it's-
Yeah, I just,
if anybody don't know what it is, give him half of it. Anything else, guys?
Yeah, I was
Any
gonna
other
say
new
this, Renee called me from Donnie, and she's wanting to get a hold of Norman. Because she had been talking to Rick, about y'all coming out there and doing some flagging at the motocross.
Take it you didn't share that idea.
It's too far to ride on a motorcycle, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, I know they've been talking, and she actually sent me a message today and said that, you know, she's been trying to get a hold of him and couldn't. So I told her I'd give her your number, you know, get with y'all, but.
Thank you.
It's November the 10th and the 9th and 10th.
Who
Huh?
coming up?
November the 9th and 10th.
Like next weekend.
Like next
Where are?
Well, she didn't know what had happened to Rick, and Rick had been talking to her, you know, and.
No, I didn't.
That's a guilt
Yeah,
trip.
and then she didn't know, you know, she just, and I, you know, so they were kinda, she called Day and she was like, hey, I haven't heard anything. So then I told her today what had happened, she was unaware.
Yeah, we're booked out in Dix Head now all the way through December.
Okay, I'll let her know.
It's just, this time of year, you know, we need to know at least a month and a half out to even have a
Yeah.
chance to get it in.
And she's, you know, if any of our club members wanna go, they'll pay the
Yeah.
flag and.
Any of y'all wanna go? All of y'all.
Man, they're wrapping off motorcycles at that race.
They got a lot, it's gonna be a pretty big thing. They're having that big humongous race for that.
Right, Guy Cooper's coming in.
Guy
to the race.
Cooper's coming.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah, they're doing that big 100cc race. Guy Cooper, Trappers Parker, there's a bunch of them coming in.
Any other new business, guys, we need to go over, because I think we got officer nominations tonight. Anything else? Nope. Nope. I suggest we move on to officer nominations. Who wants to roll call here? Who's got the pens? You got the pen, you got the pen. There you go. That pen will write. I'm not taking notes. Okay.
I think Chrissy and I both usually write the nominations.
Okay, so we got, starting with E-board. What do we got, who we got coming off this year?
We have three 2-year terms that are open. So basically, we have 3 people coming off. We have Glenn McNamara is currently serving on the E-board, but he is asked to step down. So he has 1 year